Testing, testing, testing. I think this looks good. I think. But yeah, I think we're just going to jump right in. Let's see. Just check the notes real quick. Okay. Yes. I think this looks good. Yes. So, welcome back to the Ratline. Oh, let me adjust my mic a bit. Welcome back to the Ratline. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna jump right in. Before I do so, when I was offline, I did not advance a new chapter. Oh, also it's kind of nice that the game is separated into chapters. I did not advance into new chapter, but I did go through the old evidence, and I found some interesting things I'm gonna talk about, I think. But yes, so first, let's continue. Or at least I saw some potential interesting connections. I don't know if I particularly figure out anything, but now we're going to chapter 4, Day of the Cobra. If you're somehow watching this VOD and you did not watch the first three, quick recap: we are hunting Nazis. We are hunting Nazis who have escaped through through this kind of like network called the Ratline, and they took on new identities and so on. But we're bringing them to justice. And yeah, so now we're on case 4. What's interesting about this game is that the cases are connected to each other, and I had to solve, in case 3, I had to solve it using evidence from the previous cases. Not only did they help me make the connections that need to be made, or like, not only did they help me with like the evidence, like some, for example, this here, like how like things are piecing together, like how these symbols are actually used and stuff, but also they were literally required because I had to be able to take a photo of my targets, and the only photo of this guy in particular is from the first case, and it was the third case. It was the French collection. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So first thing first, I'll let you talk about some things. So Child's Watch Psycho. At first I thought Psycho was the name of the child, but I was like, that's kind of weird. But no, it's a brand. It's a watch brand, so that makes sense. Second thing is, I did not realize it before, but clearly the tourists smash. I love every minute of it. Sad local pawnbroker and friend from neighboring burb Collingswood. Friend. This makes sense. So they are like, they keep their connections. I didn't even realize it. So these are not just random tourists. No, these guys are actually friends. It's not a coincidence. Basically, it's not a coincidence that these escaped Nazis that just happen to be in the same place as this guy. No, they're friends. They escaped through the same Ratline thing, so they kind of went to the same place, and it makes sense. Third thing, we might want to call these numbers Rose Street. I think we must have called Brian Campbell. I'm gonna call him again. And finally, an interesting thread that I've realized, because I did think, why is this guy here? Could it just be random tourist? But no, I don't think he is now, because he's in this photo, and he's also in this photo. Like it looks like the same guy. So this guy is someone for sure that we have to figure out. But yeah, that's all I've got so far. So now let's go to Okay, so let's go to a new case. And that's also all I've looked over, by the way. I did not go through the transcripts and stuff. So I do not, so like, I might be missing some even more like interesting connections there. Because I did read through them, but now that I have, as the Roottrees put it, armed with a new perspective, I could recognize some things that did not click to me before. And how in the third case, thanks to the help of a chatter, I realized that, or I guess I saw that, is it here? No. I saw that the Wolfgang Fischer guy, he was not at Anneliese and Thomas' wedding, even though I thought for the longest time that he was, because of the photos that look so similar. Or look so, yeah, this guy here who's just scowling and then he reappears again. Hold on. Here, he reappears again here. They clearly want you to think that it's the same guy. But turns out it's not the guy at all. So that's what's interesting. And thanks to BD Monkeys, I was able to go back and saw that no, yeah, that's not him, and I have to go to the old evidence to get his picture. So, also, the title of the stream is related to her. Who is she? Why does she have these markings on her arms? It does not look like regular. I mean, it might be a medical condition, I'm not sure, but why the green? I don't know. Could truly just be a medical condition, but at the same time, that has to be an identifying mark. Like, there's no reason for them to put that there if it's not to identify her, I'm assuming. Unless this game's gonna go the route of like some kind of supernatural stuff going on, or some I don't know, sci-fi, or I have no idea. But either way, so let's go to our fourth case, which is the Day of the Cobra. So, if I recall correctly, these guys are working as security. Actually, let's just read the debrief again. Mr. Perlman, we are searching for two individuals, the Cobra, the secretive leader. Actually, we did not read this first time, so the Cobra, the secretive leader of the Chilean secret police, and the Viking, his key lieutenant. We need their real names from before the war, not who they are now. Ooh. Okay. So this is good to tell us that we need the real names, because now, because we were just looking for, in the previous cases we knew their real names, we didn't know their pseudonyms. We'd have to look for their pseudonyms. Now we only know their pseudonyms, kind of, and we need to get their real names. We have surveillance photos from our locations: Valle de Mole, Pietraloma, Porto Calico, and Santa Corvina. I mess up all these pronunciations. Unfortunately, the photos are poorly labeled. However, we believe the Cobra and the Viking appear in these images. Additional intelligence. The Cobra operates several local businesses in addition to his official duties. He's reportedly very hands-on, personally overseeing every detail of these operations. This may help identify it. Interesting. Okay. So Cobra leads the secret police. The Viking is his lieutenant. Okay. Okay, so they appear in these images. It didn't say that they both appear in each image, so it might just be that one appears in one and another appears in another, and maybe some photos have them together, but not sure. Yeah, the cover of several local businesses, so... Okay, so he's very hands-on, so he oversees his businesses. Okay. So let's go here. So one of them, I mean, it cannot be both of them. Okay, so yeah, that has to be it, because it cannot be both of them that are the Cobra and the Viking, because these are both security guards. Like, one of them is supposed to be the leader. Or it might, I mean, I don't know, but it could be, potentially there could be red herrings here. Because it'll be pretty easy, I feel like, to identify who is who if we just see them, in the same, in multiple pictures, the same guy. So there might be red herrings, or it might just be passage of time kind of thing, and they're going older and we're not sure if it's them. This guy has lost his left eye. Also, let me just check real quick. Anything that has a can be flipped? No. Okay. Because some of the evidences you can flip them over, and there are additional stuff behind them. This guy lost his leg. Oh no. I see. I understand now. No. The cobra on the back, they believe the cobra on the back can appear in these images. That does not mean that all the images have them, or at least all the images have at least one of them even. No. These are all images of possibly even different people. It's just that the cobra on the back can appear in at least one of these. But like, this could just be completely random people. I get it now, okay. Okay. We have to find 9 more evidence. So let's start there. I should just go through these. Lavit and Khan. That sounds like business ID. Pytra. Okay, so let's go to Lavit and Kanto. I don't know if it does say that, but Lavit. Okay, now. Lavit Encantada, the finest wines in Chile. Juan speaking. How can I help? Tell me more about your store. We are a family-run wine shop nestled in the Valle de Mall. That's an area in Chile famous for its vineyards. You sound American. Have you visited? I have not. Our town is tiny. 2 stores, one run by me, one by my cousin. Only 500 people live here because it's so remote. However, we're proud to stock wines from all the key vineyards. Okay. 2 stores, one run by me and one run by my cousin. Interesting. How about the area in general? It's a truly stunning valley, which nestles some of the most renowned vineyards in North Chile. You know, very recently a famous travel writer wrote about his new paper. Oh yes? We sent him around the Norwegian's vineyard, the one with all the fair roosters and cockerels. A lovely man, very drunk. Sounds like a dream. I'll send you a photo I took of him. Are there any less desirable aspects of town? In many towns we are blighted by the presence of the secret police, in this case outside the store, which seems a de facto headquarters. You've had run-ins with them. I'm a bit confused. So what it was the de facto headquarters, like outside the store or the store itself? But I've been fortunate enough to avoid their gates. However, my cousin who runs a grocery store was a student activist before the coup. He was not so lucky. He still wears scars. Okay, the cousin does not run this place. Maybe. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh wait, no. He owns, the corporate owns this business, but like, there's still other people running them. Right. You should talk to him. He's the only other shop in town. You're close with your cousin. You know, we share an area code, but otherwise we are very different people. Interesting. That's all for now. Many thanks. I'll call you again if I need you. You're more than welcome. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This guy, same guy, lost an eye. Dear Juan, Chaotic Cookie got the name from the article. Thanks for setting me up with the best BU. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to reread the transcript. Wait, but we can call his cousin's shop on. What is his cousin? Also, actually, does it repeat the? Let me check real quick. Actually, now that I'm using the Rolodex and using the phone and stuff, got it. Let me. Yep, already got that. Okay, the transcripts do not count. It's like the photos that count as evidence, I think. But let me actually just go to uh, the old evidence again, real quick, because I do want to make sure I've called every single one of them. Approved for release. Interesting. I don't think it matters, but hopefully not. Because that's a very long number. Oh, I might have to go to like my Rolodex to see if I have these numbers. Well, I probably do, but like, hopefully they don't leak anything. Otherwise, it's just, or at least I need a clue before I like direct phone number is a clue. Yes. So let's go for Peter 451-564-275. Same number here. Yep. 451-564-275. 51564-3. Oh. 451-564-375. Okay. So they did not pick up. 352-243-777. 352-243-777. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's good to know. That they do not work. Okay. So, what is this? What is this photo? Oh, it is. Yeah, family-run wine shop. 2 stores, 1 room. Maybe we can't call 10. Well, we should be 2, but there's only 1 La Vite in Cantada. I'm assuming the 2 stores would have the same name. Okay. A famous drive rider, we have to look on that. No. Photo I took of him. Okay. Okay, so this, okay, got it. So this is the photo that he took of this guy. In this case, outside the store, which is a de facto headquarters. Okay, so the store is a de facto headquarters for the secret police. Cousin runs a grocery store. Hold on. 2 stores. Oh, got it, got it. Our town's tiny. 2 stores. Not 2 wine shops. I think it's just 2, just literally 2 stores at all. Only 500 people because it's so remote. Yes, yes. So it makes sense there's only 2 stores. Grocery store and wine shop, I guess. I mean, wine shops are not necessary, but you know. Got it. So you should talk to him. He's the only other shop in town. So he would have the grocery store, huh? They are in Valle de More. I definitely butchered that pronunciation. Grocery. Let me see. We starts with V. No, doesn't look like it. What is his name called? Love it. Is there another? I don't think there was. I would have noticed it, I think. No. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Maybe. No. This is not the name of the store. But let's. Oh, I did not realize it doing stuff like that. Okay. Let me just see. One I need to pay attention to that. Condor. Condor is the name of the paper. Chile's Scandinavian population remembers the horrors of war. Okay, so we found that that's 7. The girl that went up to 7. This is a piece of evidence. Makes sense. The condor. Chile's Scandinavian population remembers the horrors of war. This is a tiny font. Oh my god. Santiago, Chile. The director of the South American Scandinavian Cultural Alliance led a solemn remembrance ceremony yesterday, honoring those killed in the Tromsø Bridge massacre of 1941. The event marked the anniversary of a failed resistance operation during the Nazi occupation of Norway. On March 11, 1941, local fighters planned to sabotage the bridge bridge east of Tromsø, near Setermoen along the Bardu River. As the attack could be carried out, their position was ambushed by a German Panzer Division. It is widely believed that the mission was compromised by a single act of betrayal, although the identity of the informant was never formally confirmed. Interesting. Also, I would have thought that they would have, I guess maybe the guy that wrote for the newspaper didn't matter, whatever he wrote. Maybe that's why we didn't find it. We just need to, no, we could have just got this newspaper from the picture. We didn't have to actually call them to get, well, let's see. So it is widely believed that the mission was compromised. Yeah. Among the fallen was Andreas Oberg, a noted surgeon and husband of Celie Hansen Oberg, who gave a reading in the service. This was an act of bravery, rebellion, and patriotism, Hansen Oberg said. It was undone by the cowardice of one person sending back Norway's resistance and costing the lives of family members, mothers, and husbands. Could never forget. The service concluded with prayers and candle-lighting ceremony held at La Catedral del Espiritu Andino. Okay, so this is South American Scandinavian Cultural Alliance. Okay. On the Johnson Bridge Massacre. Yeah. So someone betrayed them. And we're probably this Cobra guy. Okay, I see. I see. I mean, it might just be both of them since the other guy is supposed to be his lieutenant. But we'll see. Shouldn't make too many assumptions. Dear Juan. Wait, who's Juan again? Hold on. Juan, yep, the guy that runs. So he took a photo of this guy, which is the newspaper writer, the travel writer. Yes. Material. Oh, and then he gave it to him. I'm assuming. Dear Juan, kill it cookie. I got the name for the article. Thanks for saying we help with the visit. Best BU. We definitely have to figure out who BU is. Okay. Can I see anything here? No. Condor. V774HX. We might have to take a note of that. 175169. Let's see. How's my driving? Hold on. Is there a place called How's My Driving something? No. Yep, one shop, that's why there's scripts. Santa Corvina, Pietraloma, Santa Corvina. That's a location, I'm pretty sure then. Pietraloma. Hold on, are they both of them locations? Oh, they might be, because they're teams facing off against each other. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we have to figure out who the travel writer guy is. Okay. Talk to him, he's the only other shop in town. What town are they in though? Hold on. Valle de Mar. In Chile, famous for its vineyards. Yes, but also going down here, we sent around the Norwegians vineyard. Wait, we sent around the Norwegians vineyard. I was thinking it's like a Norwegian vineyard, but no, it's the Norwegians, and then the another guy's vineyard. Hold on. And this was, wait, where was it? Oh my god, I have to bring it up. Director of South American Scandinavian cultural lines. Okay. Caroline ceremony held at La Cathedra. No. Okay, so Palermo. Oh, Petroloma Porto. Okay, these are 4 different locations. Palermo is that place. We can get more from it because we can talk to his cousin, the old other shop in town. Right? Porto Caleco, Petroloma, and Santa Corina. So this is one of the 2. Maybe the home I was about to say home state. The home team is Santa Corina because they're on the top. Oh wait, no. The symbols. Those are 3 fishes. Yep. So this might be Santa Corina. And this is Petroloma, the home team. Oh, ooh, no, this might just be an advert though. Cause these are the mountains. This is Petroloma. Which means by process of elimination, this is the last location. Porto Caleco. Okay. What can we do now? I don't believe I will have to go to all these just looking for something that says grocery. That would be weird. Choose Java robots for its newspaper. What newspaper? We share an area code, but they're also very different people. They share an area code. So they're the same place. But I wonder if is something there. Oh, is that him? Because he had run in and he was not so lucky to bear scars. Scars as in... Yeah. Also he is wearing a shirt that has mountain logo on it. How do we get this newspaper? Greetings. Hello, Beanie Monkeys. Hello. Join up, join up. Welcome to the case. I'm still quite far away from solving it. But yes. I was just talking about how I was going through the evidences, by the way. And I was making note of several things. Example here, like I just like something kind of clever is that here. Do you remember our previous case where where I was, because I was thinking like it was kind of coincidence that they were not all in the same place. That's not a kind of coincidence, at least. Like they were smoothly, like multiple people were smuggled in different places, right? But that they're, you know, they happen to be tourists who they the same Nazis or happen to be tourists for this other guys, for this other Nazis business. But no, they're specifically friends, so they must have made friends once they found the shared history. So that makes those, that's kind of cool nod. That's kind of cool, a little clue there to their connections, that to make it seem not as coincidental. Also, I also realized something. This guy in the background of this photo, he also appears in the background of this photo. He has to be someone important. Could even be our mysterious benefactor even, but has to be someone important, I think. Otherwise, you know, why have the same guy be in the background? Yes. Exactly. So, now, so on this case, quick debrief. I only found there were 9 pieces of evidence. I found 2, so I'll just go through them for you. Yeah. So right now we have to identify the real names, not pseudonyms anymore, because they're going by pseudonyms. The real names of the Cobra, the secretive leader of the Chilean secret police, and the Viking, his key lieutenant. We have surveillance photos from 4 locations, and I think I've identified which photos from which location, but it might be, but I might be wrong. Valle de Moli, Pedrolama, Porto Caleco, and Santa Corvina. I definitely butchered those pronunciations, but yes, the Cobra and the Viking appear in these images, and I realized quickly after that it means they appear in all the images. Some images might not have them all, like maybe this one doesn't have any. It's just that they appear somewhere there. The Cobra operates several local businesses, so he's very hands-on, so that means he might be pictured in with one of these businesses. So these are the photos. 2 guys standing in front of a manor behind a bunch of mountains, which is a clue there. I'll show you why. This truck, I haven't taken everything from this truck. We have this phone number, we have to figure it out. This license plate might be important. I did search for Condor and got a piece of evidence though. And this might be the big boss because he appears in a photo that I gathered from calling La Vite Encantada, a wine shop in Valle de Mol. So this one is for sure for Valle de Mol. This guy might be the student activist that got shot. I'll tell you why I know. And this guy is wearing a mountain logo. Because here, Santa Corvina, 3 fishes, which is the second picture with the chuck. Pedrolama, mountain. I'm thinking the mountain in the first picture has to be a clue. Otherwise, why is it so prominent? It could not be, and at first I thought this picture is from one of these locations, but it didn't have to be. Like, it could just be advertising a football. It didn't have to be. This location didn't have to be one of these places to still advertise for a football match in one of these places. You know what I mean? So by process simulation and from figuring out these stuff, I concluded that this is Santa Corvina because of fishes. This is Pedroloma because of the mountains. This is Valle de Mol because when you call this store, they literally tell you. And this is by process of elimination Porto Caleco. I don't know why it would matter, but we'll see. Also, let's go to the transcript here. La Vite Encantada, so I called them and they talk about how this guy, there are 2 stores in this tiny town. One is a wine shop and one is a grocery store. It's run by a family. They're run by a family, one and his cousin. Yeah, there are secret police outside the store, which is the de facto headquarters. But yes. So could be because, you know, the Cobra owns this business, so he hangs out here and he might just be enjoying this place so much that he makes it kind of like a frequent place. But yeah, his cousin who runs a grocery store was a student activist before the coup, and he he was shot, or I don't know if it's a shot, but one says we should talk to him, but I've not figured out how to talk to him yet. He's the only other shop in town, I went to... Oh, you know what? This area code. Okay, there may be some clue with that. Because I was like... I went through here to try to find if there's valid demo or anything on here. I only looked through, you know, always glance through it, but like, I don't think there is. But like, it would be weird if they expect you to go to every single page. That's why I just look for a grocery and valid demo, but nothing there. But now that he mentions it though, same area code. Does that mean the same phone number? Just different something? I don't know. It could even be that this is somehow the number 175169, but no, that doesn't sound like it. 175169. So let's go back to La Vida or La something. La Vida Encantada. No, 154879. Oh wait, 879. Hold on. No, 175169. How now? Okay. But so that's what I've got. This is the photo that the guy who runs the wine shop took of a travel writer who we have not been able to figure out either. So we definitely have to follow on that too. But yeah, a famous travel writer who wrote about it for his newspaper. And here in the back of it, also, and also look, the same guy. He looks like Big Boss for sure. But we made assumptions before, and the assumptions were wrong. So yes, I'm gonna be aware of it this time. Dear Juan, Cookit got the name for the article. Thanks for setting me up with the visit. Best be you. This is kind of cryptic for a travel writer to write this. I'm assuming that he, after Juan took a photo of this guy, he gave it back. Wait, no, he didn't have to give it back because Juan took the photo. He could have just kept it. I mean, I don't know why you would keep a photo of a tourist that I'm assuming they asked you to take, but whatever. Or maybe he just gave it back to you. Maybe he just gave it back as a... I don't know. There's a chicken here, which is interesting. Because that does make me think of chickens. Kill it, cook it, got the name for the article. Thanks for sending with the visit. With what visit? BU. But to figure out who BU is, actually I'm assuming BU is the guy in the photo, the travel writer. It could just be completely, it could just be the big boss even. Set you up with a visit. Right, he set him up with a visit because we sent around the Norwegian's vineyard. The Norwegian's vineyard. Someone is Norwegian around here. Oh, probably the Nazi. it would kind of make sense. Maybe, possibly. The ones with all the feral roosters and cockerels. So yeah, so they probably kill a chicken. Feral roosters, I've never seen that. But finally, we got this when we look for the newspaper. We look up the newspaper. This font is tiny, but quick summary is: the director of South American Scandinavian Cultural Alliance led a remembrance of those killed in the Tromsø Bridge massacre. So interesting, another Norwegian connection possibly. But yeah, basically what happened is that local fighters planned to sabotage a bridge, and they were a resistance operation against the Nazis. But before it could be carried out, the attack could be carried out, their position was ambush. And it's widely believed that someone betrayed them. There's an informant that gave info to the Nazi. This possibly the big boss, or even possibly his lieutenant, who knows. But yes, so this is all we got. The service was held at La Catedral del Espiritu Andino. I don't know if that matters, but yeah. So this is all we got so far. I'm hoping that you were able to follow. But yes. So we have 7 pieces of evidence left. And let's see. How could we have figured out who to talk to? Same area code. Area code is the first... Oh, I see. We do have to go through every single page, I think. A bit annoying, but that's fine. Because I think area code is the first part, right? It's the first 3 numbers. Isn't it? 234. So if there's any 234. Oh, this is gonna take a bit. But then, yeah, we would know that's a grocery store. Hopefully it's 234, and hopefully it's not like a different set of numbers that in the last set is the area code. Hopefully not. Oh, I was gonna say Levitic, but no, that's the same place. 234, 234. Okay, so oh, that's definitely it. Mole de Valle de Mole. This Valle, yeah. 2, 3. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 1. 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1. 1, 3, 2. But yes. Quesos de Valle. David speaking. Hello, my name is Perman. I just spoke to your cousin at the wine store. Yes, how can I help? Tell me about your store. We're just a humble grocery store with some cheese, vegetables, local pork, food grown in the region. How long have you been running it? I took it over from my father and mother 4 years ago. Oh, interesting. Oh, what? I did not read that. Your cousin mentioned you had some trouble with the security services. I did, but I don't think I should talk about it. David, I'm investigating the Cobra. We want to catch him. You are? You know I've met him. You've met him. Alright, for Liberación Nacional. Liberación Nacional? The socialist newspaper. We write into governmental corruption. We also write about important arts and cultural events to keep our readers up to date. This might be your newspaper, actually. This might be the newspaper. You arrested? I was walking to my house when I was picked up and put into a large van. What kind of van? White, very cold, maybe a butcher's truck or something like that. Perhaps one of the fish vans from Santa Covina that deliver the cash to local restaurants. Yep. What happened then? I was taken to a large brick building. I couldn't see much, but it stank of fish gas, so it may have been tinning factory. You were taken for interrogation? Yes, I was put in a chair. 2 guards asked me questions, first calmly, then applying blows. Every so often they would stop and speak quietly to a third man. The Cobra. I believe so. He was obviously very senior. He was at a desk just writing. I couldn't get a clear look at him, but I had my pinhole camera and managed to get a photo. You can see that? You can, though it's far from perfect. I heard him say one thing. Take the van back to the factory and remind me to give Chiquita his bonus. I assume this was for one of his informants, the rat. Interesting. Oh. So the rat, the informant, might still be an informant now. Back then might still be an informant now. And could be his lieutenant. The strangest thing was that they don't seem concerned with asking about our work on corruption. Mostly they seem interested in a small article about the Norwegian Arts Expo. Interesting. Why you think? They were very angry. They kept saying, "Do you know what you have done?" Did you? I did not. One of them, a short brute of a man, stepped forward. He was shouting, holding the printed article. He said, "You mean to betray the Cobra? You know his name." In an article about Norwegian culture. I was completely bemused. I asked him how, and frankly, I should have saved my breath. They started beating me very hard. I thought I was going to die. How come they let you go? Yeah. Honestly, it was my level of confusion. In the end, the man at the desk whispered a few words, and I was thrown back into a van and deposited in the same corner that picked me up from. That's all for now. Many thanks. I'll call again if I need you. Goodbye. Huh. Interesting. I would take a photo. Does this line up? So obviously we don't have a picture of his face. Makes sense. Oh, here's the distinctive shoes there. And also he wears a... What are these? Just straps, I guess? Well, what are those pants called that have straps run to... What are they called? The pants that have straps run to your shoulders. Suspenders? Oh, thank you, thank you. I was trying to... No, remember what they called. But, this is interesting. This does not have the same vibe. It also said he's very senior. This guy does not look particularly senior. This does not have the same vibe as this guy. And we assume this must be the big boss. Oh wait, no, he's using... Oh no, that's a pen. I was gonna say, is that a cigarette or something? But no. Yeah, I thought it was a secret thing, but no, it's a pen. It looks like a pen. Yeah, it looks like a pen. And he's on a desk. So no, this guy might be the lieutenant. Like, he looks like a big shot, but I mean, lieutenant to the big boss is still a boss, so... Okay, so that was interesting. They're interested, basically, the article in... Let me actually just look the newspaper up. Liberación Nacional letter. Exhibition of Norwegian art set to arrive in Santiago. Delegation of Norwegian artists are set to arrive in Santiago to display the best of Scandinavian art, theater, music, and dance. The musical program spans both classical and contemporary works, featuring big pieces such as the Ice Harp by Leon, Concerto for Casper by Hansen Oberg. Didn't we see that before? Hansen Oberg. And the Haunting Songs from the Fork by Eichlein. Also included is a minimalist suite. Three Still Winters by Nygaard, performed by a mixed ensemble of Norwegian and Chilean musicians. All four pieces are considered examples of Norwegian style Skot, hidden music. The week-long celebration is part of an ongoing cultural exchange supported by the Norwegian Ministry of Culture and Municipality of Santiago, aiming to deepen artistic connections between Norway and Latin America. It also commemorate. I think it should be S or T there. It also commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Tromsø Bridge massacre, which 250 Norwegian resistance fighters were routed by Nazi forces. So that was... Hold on. That was this. Yes, the solemn remembrance ceremony yesterday. Yeah, 1941, so now it's 1971. Yes, this year. Yes. Hell, at this place. Okay. Oh, hold on. This is where we thought. The Director of South American Scandinavian Cultural Alliance. Oh, no. No. Hold on. What's happened here? I just realized. So among the following was Andreas Oberg, a noted surgeon and husband of Celia Hansen Oberg. Oh, so no, this is Celia Hansen Oberg. Oh my god. Okay, I had to get my reading on. Okay, so Celia Hansen Oberg, the wife of a fallen soldier, Andreas Oberg, is the one who gave a reading in the service. Interesting. No, so she just gave a reading, but she's not the director. The director of South American... The director is someone else. I mean, it could just be someone entirely irrelevant, possibly. Maybe, possibly not, but she was the one who gave the reading. So she was kind of a guest speaker kind of thing. They were interested in... So why were they interested? He was at desk just writing. Yes, he had a pen. Pinhole camera. Can you actually just hide a camera like that? Huh. Let me just look up real quick. Pinhole camera. How does that work? I'm not sure. Okay, but take the van back to factory in mind to give Chiquita his bonus. One of his informants. Why do you need to be informed on a local newspaper? Like, it doesn't sound like an informant. It has to be like something, you're informing something secret, right? Did I seem concerned when asking about our work of corruption? Mostly seemed interested in a small article about the Norwegian artist Espo. You know his name. Interesting. This is a condor. I'm assuming maybe this why you did not get beaten up. Only this guy maybe. So it might not be Hansen Oberg, but no. Consider for Casper by Hansen Oberg. That has to be Celia, possibly. We have to look it up either way. It might be that this is a red herring and it's the other ones that we have to look up, but Concerto for Casper. Oh. For when you broke my heart, Celia Hansen Oberg. Concerto for Casper. Casper. Is that it? 96.6. I cannot read music, so I do not know if it contains some kind of clue. I do not know it. Hold on. If we can look that up. What's to say we cannot look up the other ones? Nice Heart by Leon. No. Let me make this bigger. Songs from... No. Glenn. Celia didn't... Oh, okay. Okay, so I can only look for... Yeah. I cannot look up the authors. Twisted Winters by Negard. But if I just say Concerto, then it automatically, yeah. Concerto for Casper. Very nice search feature. That I can just type in the first 3 letters and get it. And I'm assuming like probably a bunch of searches are different stuff. Like it's actually that makes sense now why they separated. Search for library to search for location and surname and forename and so on. So that if things have the same first 3 letters, like you don't just immediately see them and know that it's important. Because you know with 4 different categories, like you can make up. There's can be a lot that don't have duplicate 3 first letters when they're in different categories. You know what I mean? But okay, so. Oh, it's got to 4. Wait, what do you just get? Did you get another 4 because we got the photo? No, we got this. Pin. Oh, and that too. This too. This filling up. Casper. Is Casper in it? Yep, it is. Consider for Casper. I'm assuming that Oh, I see. So basically, yes, I think I see what the narrative is doing here. This woman, because he's a traitor. He's a traitor, so they still don't know who the traitor is. They just know that it's someone among them, and basically local fighters were probably killed. But like the people that were planning for it, like the whole resistance operation, right? It's not like everyone in the resistance fought and then died here. No. So it will be. So basically, she knows the man who killed her husband, basically, and she probably actually might have fallen in love with him, and that's why she wrote Concerto for Casper, never knowing that he is the guy she is talking about here, possibly, unless she's involved. But we're not looking for her identity, so I don't think she is. Possibly not. Let me actually just make sure. His key lieutenant. Because I need to make sure the pronouns here. Because we're, I mean, it would be kind of anachronistic for a woman to be nicknamed the Viking and I guess be the key lieutenant of a Nazi secret police kind of guy, but it's, I mean, it's not impossible. But to be fair, we never actually got the yeah, we never actually got we don't actually know the gender of the Viking. But let me try. Nope, she's not it. I'm kind of sad. I feel like they could have definitely mixed in all the names possible. All the names not possible. I mean, all the names that appear in the game in here to like throw you off, instead of making sure that whatever name it is that is on here is like relevant. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's follow up on the newspaper. Is it the same newspaper, Liberación Nacional? That didn't sound like it. Why would I would think the travel vlogger would write on that? Where is the travel writer? Is it around the Norwegian's vineyard? Oh! The Norwegian might be the big boss. That might just be it. Yeah. Because Norwegian art. Yeah, Norwegian resistance fighters, right? I don't know why. Chile Scandinavian population, right. So they're Norwegian. They're in Chile, but they're Norwegian. Norwegian's vineyard. We have to look up. One, kill it, cook it, and got in for the article. Thanks for setting me up with a visit. Best be you. These guys are not BU, right? David, no, and one. Kill it, cook it, got the name for the article. BU. BU has to be the writer of this guy. Well, the writer that was taken in the photo. How do you get? Yep, Casper. But that's interesting though, because if he still does he not know that she wrote for when you broke my heart? Hold on. Oh, maybe they broke up, possibly. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out this timeline and also what exactly happened. They broke up. So she wrote this. Did she fall in love with him and then later find out she's the one who killed her husband? Essentially. Did that happen? I mean, she's still alive. Like, she wasn't hunted down. Or at least possibly not yet. Maybe. That'll be bleak. But we know as of 1971, which is this year, she's still alive, so maybe we're preventing her from dying by preventing her death by tracking these guys down before it's too late. But okay, so what are we missing? Oh, the fact that I had to look up the area code one by one means I have to look for this as well, don't I? 175, 169. Yep, I do. 169. Okay, let's start with A. I hope we get lucky. 169. 169. Oh my god. 196. Nope, that's not what I want. 269. That's not what I want either. 196 again. One 59. Well, starting at A did not help. Is it gonna be D or something? What's 8? Oh my god. Don't tell me we missed it and I have to look it up. Look it again. Oh my god, okay. Did not find it. I might have glossed over it, but like, it's really annoying if that's what they expect you to do here. V774HX. Does that matter? Let me try it. I mean, I don't think it should be searchable up here. Oh, I can't even write letters and I was wondering. How's my driving? Hold on. What did the guy say about these fish trucks? When the fish vans of Santa Corvina that deal with the casual local restaurants. Listening to Tinning Factory. Don't know if that matters, but I'm just picking up things that might be relevant. $175,169. Are we seriously not gonna know? Are you seriously gonna have to go through this again? 175,169, seriously? Because it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane that I'm expected to... I don't think it's in there. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the validation. Because it would be kind of insane. Because there's already precedent for us having to look through things to get the whole thing to get the numbers, so I was worried, but I'm gonna hope. I think I know how to find it. Oh, I see what you mean. There's another way. I don't see it yet, but let me see. Central Corvina fish trucks. Oh, it might be the local restaurant, huh? It might be we have to look up the local restaurant. In which case the area code is crossed off, so we don't even know the area code here. B774HX. But this is Santa Corvina. This is Valle de Mol. This is Porto... something. Valle de Mol, Puerto Loma, Porto Greco, Santa Corvina. Yep. So this Puerto Loma. Okay. Norwegian's Vineyard. It doesn't have to be the same region as... I mean, it could just... No, because the guy said that Palermo, that's an area in Chile famous for its vineyards. Multiple. Actually stock ones with all the key vineyards. Yep. Yeah, so this is in Valle de Mol. With all fair roosters and cockerels. Norwegian's Vineyard. Okay, well here's what I'm gonna do. This guy could go in here. Cause actually, hold on, let me see. The guy has identifying marks. Let's keep an eye on that. Didn't seem to be identifying marks here. Actually, right. Oh my god, I do not like. What? Where did it go? What? Oh, here. Same shoes? No, not same shoes. But I just also let me move this here. I also realized, so this might be the same shoes. This might be him. What I realized? Yeah, I was looking for suspenders, but no one seems to wear them. I mean, I'm doing this just because I feel like they might fake us out, and that this is just a lieutenant. But actually, now let's do this. For now, until. But yeah, this doesn't give the same vibe at all. This is like someone much older. Either this guy, but he doesn't look that old. None of them look that old, actually. Like this truly is the oldest looking one here. Hold on, what was that? I don't know if this is an error. Oh no, it's just like shading, I think. I was like, why is that portion white? Okay, so you think you know how to find it? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try more evidence. Consider for Casper. Oh, hold on, we completely forgot to read this. Fires break out in major Valley Plano towns. Nope. Investigation continued to launch its blazes in Yama, Tambo, and Quiro last month. Witnesses say blazes erupted overnight, destroying several public buildings. Unconfirmed reports suggest mercenary Julian forces may have set fire to voting booths on the eve of national election, in fears of a major defeat at the polls. Amid fears of major defeat at the polls. This is a developing story. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is how we read the music. Advanced harmony techniques, Strategic sculpt. Once dismisses the novelty, particularly by the theorists of the Darmstadt school. Let me just, so I don't forget. No. Although we might be able to just call them if we. I'm gonna finish reading this, but let me just check. No. Okay. Scott has gained quiet. Oh, maybe it's not even. It's possibly it's not even school. It's just a school of like school of thought kind of thing, like school of music. Scott has gained quiet immersion in recent years, especially among South American composers. A form of musical cryptography, Scott assigns notes to letters, allowing composers to embed hidden messages. Of course there is. Of course there's a hidden message behind the melody. Of course. So with the melodic motives, the challenge lies in crafting phrases that are both musically engaging and textually meaningful. To increase legibility, letters are mapped by frequency we use in the alphabet. The technique is believed to have originated in the Norwegian resistance groups in the early 1940s. Of course you would know how to use it. Use concert programs to pass covert messages. Sometimes detailing ammunition drops or attack planes without alerting occupying German forces. Today's South American composers have adapted the method as a tool of subtle resistance under authoritarian regimes. Is this the real thing? This is kind of cool if it's the real thing. It doesn't look to be a real thing. No. I mean, it makes sense. It's a bit too gamey for it to be a real thing, but okay. So, I don't think that's the whole alphabet, but I'm assuming we might just happen up here. I mean, they might just also be, substituting certain letters or other letters to make it simpler, or not simpler, but you don't need the whole alphabet to convey a sentence as long as you have enough letters. But I'm assuming we'll probably don't need to substitute any letters, I don't think. Or maybe it just has the stuff that we need. Can I have it auto pin everything that I find? Fine. Let me check. Settings. I could turn off phone auto. I'm turning off for now because I don't have it enabled, but automatically. So maybe it matters. I don't think it matters, but okay. So let's decode this in message first. Oh my god. Okay. So this looks like the lowest thing. Lowest point. E. Right. Yeah, these are alternating dots with like circles with dash line, cross line. So I'm assuming that's a music thing. So like, I need to pay attention to which is cross and which is not. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's I guess it helps you to distinguish. But okay, so E. Let me actually just write that in a note. E. I think that's the lowest. Next is one that is directly I. Okay, already kind of nonsense. So so the first letter might not be E. Oh, actually, yeah. Let me make it bigger. Yeah. Second letter is definitely I. Next letter is N. Next letter is below that, not O, but below that even further, A. In A. Okay, next letter is middle of the middle, R. And next is S. Still nonsense. But next is E. Arts? Am I really throwing out arts right now? Wait, no, that's not. Hold on. That's not E. That is. That is T, I think. Oh, I see. This helps. There's a line. I see. There's a line above E and then the line touches T. So that is T. So the first letter is for sure E. Okay, T. Next letter is right below O. O? Does that look like O? Yes. Okay. Next letter is the same R. And next letter is directly above M. Next letter is E. Next letter is middle R. Oh shit. Einard Storm. Oh, it might not even be Casper. Casper might be his pseudonym or something. We're looking for a pseudonym. This might have his real name. Possibly, but I don't know. But how would they know just from the newspaper though? I mean, maybe the boss guy would know that, oh, this thing contains my name. I mean, but then she lives, so like, if he knew beforehand, then why is she living? Unless, you know, he just didn't want to kill her. Which is kind of sweet, but in a weird way, but okay, let's finish this thing. Let's finish this. E again. R. Okay, wait, did I just get... No. I already got ER, okay, so ER. Because M is, yeah. MER. Okay, so next is T. Next is R. Next is O. And then M. And then S. And then O. And then T. It's kind of nice how the same letters are repeating. R. A. The first A. I. It's spelling out traders. T. O. R. And then dash line. Oh, the dash line matters, yeah. Einar Stormer trumps the trader. Okay, so what have we spelled out? Einar Stormer. Jomso is the Jomso Bridge Massacre. Jomso, yep. Okay, I was like, am I finding out anything? Like, this looks like gibberish, but no. Einar Stormer is his name. Yes. Stormer. This might be the lieutenant guy, so I have to be aware of this. This might be the lieutenant guy. Casper. Actually, yeah, Casper might just be. So yeah, then maybe they do have red herrings in here to throw you off. But Casper might just be something. Maybe that's his, like, what's his pseudo name, but we had to get this real name. Okay, so we have 3 more pieces of evidence left. At least we now know Einar Stormer. Oh, identity of the informant was never formally confirmed, but like there were probably suspicions then. Maybe that's also how she came to know. Andres Oberg, a noted surgeon and a husband. I wonder if being a surgeon was important there. That could be clue to something. Okay, so we have to find 3 more. We have to find 3 more. Can we call this place? Because it would be the same valley, right? The region's vineyard, yep. We share an area code. Very different people. I wonder if that matters. Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna go back. So we went to Ravine Cantada, it's 234. And then we got 234 out of something else. Yeah, Queso de Val. Just in case, let me just look through if there's anything that I can use to call this vineyard. Okay, no. Okay. So, do you know how to find the number to this Center Corvina, maybe? Oh. Center Corvina. 242. I see. I like that. Let me just also call this number, might as well. Because, you know, football. Maybe the poster is right, but in more than one ways. No. Okay, so 242. I see. I like that. I like that. That's clever. 242 175 169. 242 175. So there are numbers that are not on this list, which makes sense. Sensor machine for the Pesquera Tinning Company. We're currently closed. If you are seeking records, all documents are not publicly available. Please call back later. Pesquera Tinning Company. Let me just see. Do they appear in our? No. Okay, so Pesquera factory letter. Memorandum to all factory personnel from management. Pesquera Tinning Factory. Tinning Factory. Generally, all employees are reminded that tattoos and long hair are strictly prohibited on the factory floor. These standards are non-negotiable and are to be observed at all times during working hours. You know why? Because the boss. This is from the boss. Because the boss is, they say he's very hands-on with businesses. So like he doesn't like tattoos and long hair, possibly. The thing is, this guy has long hair, and this guy has a tattoo. Yeah, so this might be another case of red herring. Like they might be just completely off, and then this guy is the guy. No, that guy has long hair. That guy's tattoo. Yeah. Okay, so but it might be someone who's completely clean. Well, clean. I don't like that it didn't automatically. There's no option to automatically pin new evidences. Okay. So, in addition, smoking anywhere on computer property is expressly forbidden. Any violation of this policy will result in disciplinary action, including deductions, wages, or discretion management. So he doesn't like smoking either. Unless it's just like power tripping and that he wants it to be the only one who does all these things, or he wants him and his lieutenant to be the one to have them. But whatever. But hopefully not. Unless there's a clue that that's what's happening. The director has made it clear that such behaviors are entirely unacceptable and would not be tolerated under any circumstances, as they reflect poorly on the standards of our organization. He emphasizes that these are values he upholds himself as a good example to all. There we go. I mean, he could be a hypocrite, I guess, or a traitor, but that's okay. So yeah, so he upholds himself, and I'm assuming that because the other guy, the Viking, is his right-hand man or a right-hand woman, who we technically don't know yet, that he probably expects the same behavior. Like, they're oh, hold on. Lastly, all factory personnel are required to be present at the stadium this Friday to support the owners' team in their match against the local rivals. The owners' team. Okay, so the boss's team. Participation. Oh, also, I just also realized this might just be from someone who works in management. It's not necessarily from the director himself. The director just tells them to make this, I guess. Because obviously a big boss would not be, even I know he's hands-on, but he's not that hands-on as to personally write this letter. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. Participation and cheering for Chiquita is mandatory. Chiquita. Oh fuck. Okay. That's his fake name. Right. That's his fake name. It has to be. It's not a location, right? No. Chicago, Ho Chi Minh City? Oh god. But let's see. Chiquita's Mandarin. So Chiquita is his name, current name. His pseudonym. Okay. You know what? I understand now. I'm going to give Chiquita his bonus. as a business for one of his informants. Rat. Of course, of course, of course. Einar Stormer is not the big boss. Einar Stormer is his lieutenant, the traitor. It's Chiquita, and the reason why he informed on this newspaper is because he probably played these pieces, or even actually no, he recognized Hansen Holberg. He know Hansen Holberg, right? So he's like, okay, hold on, let me check this out, because he would know for sure. Yes, because back then they were originated with the Norwegian resistance group, so he knows that's how they operate. He knows what the codes mean. Because he knows Hansen Holberg, he knows her. He realizes, oh, she might have snuck in things in this console for Casper thing. Let me check it out. That's how he knew. That makes sense. That's why. So it kind of still makes sense that they would consider it an informant kind of thing. He didn't just report on the paper. He reports on, because he recognized this and he checks it out and he found out the secret message. That's why he reported on it. Oh, actually. Wait. What? Oh, I see. But the thing is, my Chiquita is bonus. Yeah, I mean Chiquito has to be the name of this new guy, because it's very the name of the lieutenant, because why would it matter? Why would cheering for him be mandatory? Unless Chiquita is the owner. No, give Chiquita his bonus. Yeah, that's the lieutenant. It's just that you treat Cobra, you know his name. You know his name. The Cobra, you know the Cobra's name. So the Cobra name might actually be Casper. Because Casper is not just some random name that she pulls, no. But you broke my heart. Like Hansen Holberg. It might actually just be Big Boss's name is Casper. And Arnold Stormer's. The thing is, Casper could just be his pseudonym now, and she's calling him out. But okay, so Chiquita saw this. He wouldn't know immediately. But then obviously, if it's just on the newspaper, that you don't have to give Chiquita his bonus. Like, why wouldn't other people have found out? You know, maybe he found out because he actually played this and actually knows a secret message, so that's why he got a bonus. It could just be that. Okay, so I need to find one more evidence. Is there one more evidence? The fucking newspaper, right? There is one more evidence. We've got Pescara Tenant, yeah. The newspaper. How do we get the newspaper? Does it even matter? Regis Vineyard, yeah. Let's say you follow took of him, let me down some. Wait, no. A very recently famous travel writer wrote about his first newspaper. Be you. Wrote about them, so does it even matter? Does this newspaper even matter? I wonder. Also, just to confirm, Beanie Monkeys, is that how you figure out what this number is? That you realize that the area code must be in the Rolodex? Because, you know, it took me a while to figure that out. I was like, how do you get that? Also makes sense that it's no longer business, that's why it's not on the Rolodex. That makes sense. No, I assume it was the area code you already used. Oh, I see. Yeah, because these 4 photos are from different locations entirely. So that's why I didn't think it was the same area code. Um. Okay, hold on. We know something. I thought I knew. I didn't know. I mean, hold on. Let's actually just go back to this. No. So, I'm not gonna assume Emily Chiquita is the same as the director with all these stuff, but because it also says the director emphasizes these are values he absorbed himself. But no, it also says entirely unacceptable, not tolerated, reflect poorly. Like it sounds like he genuinely believes these things, which means he probably does. Chiquita probably follows these two. I'm assuming, possibly, unless it's a hypocrite kind of thing. So no long hair. Hold on. No tattoos, long hair, smoking. It's not this guy for sure. Now we know that's right. Even if the hair, if we were wondering the length of the hair, like it's not that long, it's still for sure not this guy because he smokes. Yep. I knew there would be some kind of red herring like that. Curveball like that. So who would this? This is the travel vlogger, so that's not him. No, it has to be one of these four. Because unless the... Yes. They say the photos of poor labeled have revealed the Cobra Viking appear in these images. Actually, let's look at their label for the best photo. Oh, that's that. 1 year photo, cover interrogation photo. Yep. Okay. So. These guys are like... I'm also still wondering, like, what are the shines on their head? Like, is it just really meant to be, like reflection, shiny reflection thing? Because she has them too, and they should not have them, I would think. But also, wash marks. Hold on. The guy is old. How old is he? Very, obviously very senior. Not long hair, not tattoos. Oh, I was assuming this was cousin, but this might not be the cousin, necessarily. He lost a leg. Okay, this is probably just shine. Flesh and shine. I don't know why it's on their head specifically like that, but I'm assuming. He does have this, but he's old. These guys do not look that old. Could be him. He looks older. This guy does not look old. Don't tell me there can be like, oh, it's because he's a hypocrite and he doesn't actually hold these values. And that's the guy with the smoking and with the eye patch is actually him. I don't think so. But these look like security guards. They are not meant to be the big boss. Is it just this guy? He should be old by now. Like he was a resistance fighter back in the 1940s. This 30 years later. He should be visibly aged. Oh, let me check the shoes again. What the hell? Why would it? This just cover the shoes when you zoom it out. Briefly, when you click on these things, briefly you can see the picture before the overlay of, because this card thing is overlaying over the picture, so briefly you can see it. I don't think you're meant to see it. Yeah, like they don't even draw his foot. So yeah. Okay, hold on. Chiquita is on the football team, right? Chiquita's on the football team. Oh my god. Was present at the stadium's fight to support the owner's team in their match against the local rivals. The owner of this day, Santa. Yeah, Santa Corvina. The owner's team is Santa Corvina, playing against Petroloma. And Chiquita is in Santa Corvina, so this is not Chiquita. Chiquita. We might not necessarily have enough clues for who Chiquita is yet. I wonder if these guys matter at all. They probably are, in some way. Cause the only thing we know that this is from Pedro Loma. So maybe it's a clue that it's not this guy's, because the big boss is Santa Corvina. But that's kind of, I don't think it's enough. There might be something with these guys. Either way though, we have to find one more piece of evidence. Holy shit, I've spent 9 minutes on this one case. This is interesting though. One more thing. I mean, it has to be this BU thing, right? Cookie cousin. Oh, I see. Yes. That's how you find it. This is the clue. Got the name for the article. What did he cook chicken? This font is so small. You can't even zoom in and everything. Okay, Rooster's Cry. I was led to the vineyards of the Perdido region, Chile, by a most unusual guide. He was a heavy-set man with an eye patch. Oh, an air both deep melancholy and occasional eruptive anger. He could have been a Viking Norseman, dressed in an ill-fitting summer suit. That might be red herring still. But... Oh, maybe that's why they call him the Viking. Oh yeah, so maybe it's not a red herring actually. Okay, so I guess it's a hypocrite thing. Like, the boss does follow the values he upholds, but not for Chiquita. He ran his vineyard with near military precision. He paused on our tour to conduct a brief, purposeful conversation with a serious-looking man who was tailed by his melancholic son. I asked him what it was about. He looked at me with glint in his eye. I believe that my friend Patrice is standing against my way this evening, a certain Jorge. I meant to show him a true Chilean hospitality and not pause too long to imagine what this meant. Friend Patrice standing against my way this evening, a certain Jorge. Standing against my way, his way this evening. At first I thought it was David, but it might not be. Unless Jorge is just like code names. Oh, maybe it is David. He was in truth very sad. I had just been to a funeral of a dear friend earlier that day. David, not with an E, was a brilliant man. We go back years, fell in love with a girl once. Champion skier who married a terrible man. Never got over it. It was a beautiful service. A tiny church roots back to the mountains. Wonderful. We know someone who is a champion skier. Oh my god, this is David Fairview. This is David Fairview. Do you remember? Because things are lining up, things are adding up, or the connections are connectioning. Yeah, he married a terrible man, we know that. Helmut Schlosser, yep, vain and cruel. The Fisher is Mercury Finger. Wait, no. David Ferry was the guy who was murdered, right? Wasn't he? David Ferry was the guy who was murdered. It was Helmut Schlosser. And Roger Green, right? Roger Green was the guy that she remarried to. Oh, maybe that's still... Maybe she has multiple lovers. Oh my god. Rodrigo. I have to keep an eye on this Rodrigo thing. I mean, I'm just looking to make sure, like, a new ski champion, yeah. Like, I immediately put it, because it's, you know, these kind of things are kind of unique enough for you to catch on to. Okay, back to the piece of evidence. He was in truth very sad. He should have been to a funeral of a dear friend earlier that day. Oh yeah, no, David, yeah. Funeral of a dear friend. What? It's true, very sad. He's just been to a funeral of a dear friend earlier that day. David was a brilliant artist. We go back years. David Fairview. Fell in love with a girl once, champion skier who married a terrible man. Fell in love with a girl once, he didn't only just fall in love. He married her. A terrible man never got over it. It was beautiful. David never got over it. Okay, maybe okay, I think this might be just tripping me up. I might need more context. Because I thought David was her husband. David was her husband, right? But then she murdered her. And then fell in love with a terrible girl once, champion skier married a terrible man. She married David Fairview. So this might be a different thing. It definitely has to be the same girl. Champion skier is too, I don't know, unique for it to not be. But it's beautiful service, a tiny church with back to mountains. Wonderful. Yes. He spoke fondly with his dear sister, a composer who no longer speaks to him. She's lost her husband, a doctor in the war, and blames me. So her sister is... So he is also Hansen Oberg. That's why he turned his cigarette sad eyes to... Eyes? Hold on. Yeah, he has an eye patch. I was like, eyes? Hold on. Does he have two eyes here? But no. It's just, yeah, writing. He turned his great sad eyes to bear down on me. Do you remember my friend, the one I mentioned? We were schoolboys together, like brothers. One day he told me he found a way to make some money, a simple task. He convinced me to help him. I didn't know it would lead to... He slammed a fist down on the table, staring me, but after a moment he oddly shook his head and took a walk of wine. My sister always disapproved my association with him and his NUF, National Union of Fascist Buddies. Okay. I made sure she never knew any of the details of the work I did for him. Not until 5 years ago. She visited a vineyard. I had few too many classes. I told her everything going back to the beginning. She hasn't spoken to me since. Also, Bruce Unwin. He let out a heavy sigh. Rolling back in his seat, as she went home, she wrote a piece of music dedicated to me. I guess I should be satisfied with that. Casper is the lieutenant then. He then began singing softly to himself and before long drifted into a heavy, fitful sleep. I see. Bruce Unwin footsteps inside for another publishing. Okay, so she was allowed to be alive because she is the sister of... That does make sense. Sister of... Oh, hold on. His real name would still be Hansen Oberg. Casper Hansen Oberg. Einar Stormer. Oh, Einar Stormer is a boss. Oh. Wait, no, it's not Hansen Oberg because she married. Yep, she married Oberg. So his first last name is Hansen. Yes. Okay, so I thought that. Okay, but it does make sense. It does make sense. So the boss was his niche. The boss was a traitor, and the Viking guy was his ally. Yep. Casper, Broken Heart. Got it. Do I have everything been pinned? Yes. Okay, let's make sure I read this right. Heavy set man with eye passion air, both deep melancholy and occasional eruptic anger. He dressed in ill-fitting summer suit. He ran his vines with military precision. Conduct a brief, purposeful conversation with a serious-looking man who was tailed by his melancholic son. That's interesting details. We might have to. This might be relevant to a future case, because it's calling back to the previous case. Let me go inside. I believe my friend Patrice is sending a request my way this evening. This intruder very sad. He's just been to a funeral of a dear friend earlier that day. David was a brilliant artist. Yeah, because he died. David Ferrier died recently. Got back the years, fell in love with a girl once champion who married a terrible man. Never got over it. It was a beautiful service. A tiny church with back to the mountains. Wonderful. Is it just like... This has to be relevant somehow. I think these might be details from a future case or the overarching mystery, but this has to be relevant somehow. Why? David did marry her. She married David Ferrier. Helen Smith, whose real name is Annalise, did marry David Ferrier, whose real name was Helmut Schlosser. And then she murdered him, and then remarried to Roger Green. His sister, composer, spoke to him, lost her husband in the war and blames me rightly. I swear to her, said I remember friend, the one I mentioned. We were schoolboys together like brothers. Oh, wait. Is what he's going by now also David? Maybe that's what's tripping me up. Like, did he also fall in love with Annalise? Like, she has 3 lovers? Oh my god. Oh my god, I realized something. We don't have a photo of him. Let me go back. Does this say for sure we have photos of him? We believe the Cobra Viking appear in these images. Maybe. Oh, it's him. It's him, possibly. But this is why I wish this game like allow us to confirm multiple photos. Cause I think I realize now she did have 3 lovers. It's this guy. Yep. David Fairview was stabbed, yes. Mary Sharon Man, that still makes sense. This guy's also David. Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, they just also realized this guy. So Bee Monkeys, remember earlier when I talked about the bald guy being in multiple pictures, this guy here and also here? I just saw that he's also in here. That's 3 different cases he appeared in now. Does he appear in this one? Could be the bald guy, but he looks kind of different. He may not be bald in some of these pictures though. Okay, no, maybe not this case. But I think I realize now this is the same command. I kind of want to use this to confirm my thoughts here. Oh, no, yeah. I kind of want to confirm my thoughts. Right? But I kind of do want to just use the most recent pictures. So he died. The big boss died? Like, cause I'm just confused because they have the same name, David. Unless it's just talk about David Ferrier, but this is not what happened to David Ferrier. David Ferrier did marry the champion skier. He had just been to a funeral of a dear friend earlier that day. David was a brilliant artist. We go back years. Fell in love with a girl once, a champion skier married a terrible man. That's Annalise. And David. David never, this David never got over it. It was a beautiful service, a tiny church with Magic Mountain is wonderful. Only his dear sister, the composer Noro speaks to him. You, my friend, the one I mentioned, we were schoolboys together like brothers. Him and David. Right? Is he talking about the friend? Any other friend? Oh wait, no, Patrice. No, my friend Patrice is here, but dear friend is David. The funeral of dear friend. The one I mentioned, the friend the one I mentioned, we were schoolboys together. Patrice is a woman's name, so I'm assuming. We're schoolboys together like brothers. One day he told me he found a way to make some money. A simple task. He convinced me to help him. I didn't know it would lead to yeah, your brother-in-law dying. But you still work with him though, right? I thought you still work with him. Like, aren't you Chiquita? You always improve my association with him and his NUF buddies. Mr. Shin knew any details of work I did for him, and until 5 years ago. He hasn't spoken to me since. Singing softly to himself, and before long drifted into heavy, fitful sleep. This Casper Hansen and Arnold Stormer. Yes, so they're. I was thinking like an old man and his younger lieutenant, but no, like they were schoolboys together. So this makes sense. He's also David, or at least going by David. Did he just take on the David name because like they want to be a husband? That's kind of weird. Is there any David or other David here? Okay. Well, I think this is good. Because it's not these guys. But we have to believe that this is correct. That the Cobra Viking appearing in these images, like, we have to believe that through the narrative of the game that it's like, it's meant to be correct. In which case, not these guys. We know now this guy is the lieutenant. The boss is. Could it be that guy? We're given clues that they're old, but or he's old. Hold on, if he died, he cannot be right. He cannot be this guy if he died. That's not the same guy. But hold on, did he die, or is he still alive? When was this? March 11th. This year. I mean, he died. He could have died this year, very year. Fires break out. Okay. The man just is very senior. Tinning factory, yep. Very senior. To the photo. But this guy doesn't look that old, but like we're to believe they're schoolboys together, so certain people are meant to look that old. This David with an E, so there's a lot of Davids. Oh. Oh. I was gonna say, is this actually not the Cobra but the Viking that's doing this? Cause here, friend Roottrees is sending against my way this evening. That's an Jorge. Who's Chiquita? Funeral different earlier that day. David was a brilliant artist who would go back years, fell in love with girl once, champion skill, married terrible man, never got rid, it was beautiful service. She was schoolboys together like brothers, but then he told me he found a way to make money. Maybe the guy he's talking about here is not Dave. It's not the Cobra. The Cobra then. Key Lieutenant. This Cobra's good secretive leader of the Children's Secret Police. Yes, it might not be. Maybe he wasn't talking about the same guy. Possibly. Decision to Shikira's mentor. Okay. I'm assuming these names are correct. Einar Stormer. Jumpsuit Trader. Wait, but his sister is still Hansen. I'm assuming he kept his name then, or at least... Yeah, because he's going by the Viking, so no one knows his real name. Possibly. Okay, it's not this guy actually, because this guy has both legs. It's not this guy. He doesn't look old. He does not look old. Also, he is a team. He's this team. He's the Pedro Loma team. He's not Central Corvina. Right, so limit this guy, limit this guy. Okay, so we have to do process of elimination. Not this guy, not this guy. Not this guy. Could be this guy, unless he's already dead by this time. Could be this guy. The greedy guards should not be this guy. Right? She had a wedding in the church. No idea. There's no particular mountains. Who is she? This is also all taking place not in Chile, I believe. Maybe it's just... No, this has to be something. Champion skier married terrible man. Oh, I guess, I mean, it's, so it's not, I guess, basically it's not that too much, it's still coincidental, but at least, I think back then, it's not like she had two men in love with her who were both named David, because one of them was actually just Helmut Schlosser. He used the pseudonym David. It was not actually David. This friend could have actually just been named David, I guess. So they're not the same names, but I mean they still the same pseudonym. I'm kind of waffling at this point. Let's figure out the location. Let's figure out the location and then we'll know the answer. We'll know the story. I'm going to head out for the night. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Hopefully you can follow it so far. I think I'm gonna try to beat this case and maybe another case, but we'll see. I have been gone off 2 hours. So I might also head out after this case if this takes on long enough. But good luck, thank you, appreciate it. Do tell me, do you want to catch up on the VOD? You know, after this, I would like maybe in the future days, in the near future, you know. So you keep up with the story if you want. But not Bernardo Publishing. Do we even ever search that? No. Okay. Does Bruce Unwin appear here? It does. They do. Okay. Oh, but Unwin doesn't. Okay. Okay. What's the location? Santa Corvina. Right. Yes, because he's playing for the Santa Corvina team. Hold on. First, Valusi posts himself. Owner's team. Are they both in Santa Corvina? Let's try it. It makes sense that he would sit with the boss. There are 2 or fewer errors. Okay. Is it just the guy? Let's try this though. Interesting. Anything we put in and it's still... Let me try this so we know exactly where the error is. There are more than 2 errors. Okay. Put this in. Now there are exactly 2 errors. Yes. So the identification here is wrong. I just got an achievement for playing level for over 2 hours. These are not meant to be that long. Damn. Okay. Okay, so this picture is wrong. The picture we have is wrong. Oh. David was a brilliant artist who got by years, found love with the girl once, champion skier married her. Also, actually no, we don't know if which picture is right or wrong yet, but we know because we still have another error somewhere. Okay, so let me do this, because we know for sure this is 2 errors. Yep. Then let me put Pietroloma. Let's say 2 more, hopefully. Yes. So there So he is in Santa Crovina. Let's try this thing. Oh. This lieutenant is not, might not be in Santa Crovina. Okay. Okay, where would be the lieutenant be? It's the Condor. The Cathedral del Espiritu Andino. Is that the whole location now? Hardsburg are major Valley Plano towns. I have to remember that. It might be important. Oh, Santiago. Do they live in Santiago? Okay, now I'm gonna do this. There will be 2 errors for sure. Or more than 2 errors. Okay. So now there's 2 of your errors. And now, right, do this, what did it say? Yes. So, if I put Santa Crovina again, you'll say more than 2 errors. Oh, there are 2 fewer errors, what? Santiago. Oh, no, Santiago's... Hold on, what? Oh, okay. I thought this thing put the bug on my screen for some reason. Okay, hold on. Camden, let's do that. Yep, more than 2 errors. Two errors. We know this is wrong, so it's actually just 1 error left. Right. 1 error left. Maybe Chiquita is not relevant. I mean, Chiquita has to be the Viking, right? Okay, hold on. This has to be the error. Because I just put random shit in there. Santiago. Two errors still. From here. There are 3 more errors now. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, okay. Is he in Santa Crovina? Hold on. Yep, still more than 2. Let's see where he lives. Perdido region. Where's the region? Oh. Is it because I can't put it Valley anymore? No, I can. Wait. I thought it said all the vineyards were in that region Valley de Mall. Huh. What does it say? So the vineyards of Perdido region, Chile. Family-run shop nestled in the Valley Mall. That's an area. Okay, so it's an area I mean, yeah, this is an area. It's a truly stunning valley. How is the air in general? So Norwegian vineyards in Perdido, which is a region. And this is the valley. It just says that's an area famous for its vineyards. So I just thought, I mean, I didn't, I guess, because I was thinking like they would send them to the same vineyard in the same region, place. But I guess it's close. I guess. Okay, either way, we know for sure that the only things wrong are the pictures now. In which case... I mean, this guy does not look old. Okay, well, I guess it isn't. Okay, so I mean, I really still like the game so far, but I did not like the fact that we were given clues. I guess no. Okay, no, I guess the pictures are older, I suppose. It could be the explanation. But if there were schoolboys together, like, still the other guy looks visibly older. I wish now I had done this. This looks like it could very well be the same guy. I found the Cobra and Viking both are native Norwegians who's in their youth revolve in perpetrating the Tromsø Bridge massacre. Vikings Kasper Hansen, the brother of Silje Hansen Oberg, the renowned composer. He lives on his vineyard in Perdido, Chile. He saw resistance to Nazis through his child friend. I see. He saw the resistance to his child friend who was Arnold Stormer. That's why the child friend is in the Brotherhood of Fascists. And okay. Child friend was Arnold Stormer, who later became the Cobra. This is known to Silje Hansen Oberg, who put his name in the cryptic piece of music. The Cobra lives in central Korea and runs a fish tinning factory. Wait. So does he not work for... I guess he might be working for someone else. This might be a whole long mystery kind of thing. But does he not work for him anymore? Because this doesn't look like it. Maybe the one who discovered the piece of music was someone else. Chiquita. Go soccer team. What? Hello? Okay. I'm satisfied with that answer. I still need to know. Okay, can we change this? No. Press E to show. Okay. I mean, we don't need hints now, so I'm just gonna click it to see. Okay. Ashley? Yeah, let me actually just see how we really deduce this. Integration photo. Yes. He's left-handed. Is there a clue here? As to his handedness? He's left-handed. Hold on. Oh, not that guy, right? Because he smokes, yeah. I mean, I don't know why not that guy, but... Left-handed and able-bodied. Short hair, no tattoos. It didn't necessarily say he's short hair, not bald. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. He might be bald. He might technically be this guy somehow. Of that's a security guard, but still. Um. Why? So the only thing I'm confused about is where is his handedness? Where does it come in? Because we know he's left-handed, yes. But how's that he's left-handed? How do we eliminate the other people? Not them. Not him. Why is it not him? Oh, because this same day is... Yeah, he died. He died. So it's the same day he died, right? I guess my way this evening is Jorge. Is this not David then? I understand if you mean something or something, but Arthur cannot be purpose of concession series of command was tailed by his medical son. Okay. So is that Patrice? Is that the guy? David was a brilliant artist. Go back to his fell in love with girl once. Champion skier married terrible man. Never got over it. With a beautiful service, a tiny church with Latin mountains. Wonderful. This has to be something. David. Okay, so they probably not the boss then. He might be talking about. No, but then remember friend the one I mentioned. We're schoolboys together like brothers. Funeral of a friend earlier that day. Married Terror Man. It was a beautiful service. Ten church with back to mountains. Wonderful. Because she just married George Green, right? I'm confused how this timeline is working out. Is he talking about Roger Green here and David is another person other than David Fairview? Remember friend, the one I mentioned, we were schoolboys together like brothers. When he told me he found a way to make some money. Simple task. So the one I mentioned is either David here who just died or Patrice. It's a problem. I mean, it doesn't sound like he would be talking about Patrice though. It sounds like he would be talking about David. Because he's sad when he's talking about him. And also because of his sister. Oh my god. Need to stand fist on the table startling me, but after when he shook his head, I took a gulp of wine. So he didn't know. So maybe he is not working. He is not continuing working for Cobra, or is someone else. Basically, and you have permission to any details of work. Maybe he this sort of future case, but it's very confusing. 5 years ago, 1966. Yep, makes sense. She was a divine art, had future many classes. Yep. Okay, so he is a turncoat. He is. Um, the boss was not. The boss is literally just National Union fascist buddies. Wasn't there. Um, maybe I'm. Hmm. Okay, no. I think I know what's happening now. So the name of the game is We're Hunting Nazis, but the Cobra might not necessarily be a Nazi. He is just the secret leader of the Chilean secret police. He's not necessarily a Nazi. Or he was a Nazi then, at least. Maybe. But the Viking was the one who worked with the Nazis. Because he was one who fed intel to this David. Yes. Yes. I think that's what got me confused. Because I was trying to fit the boss in these stories, but the boss might not be in these stories at all. Because he's... Yeah, because he seems to be upset that he helped the Nazis here. Maybe. But he's still working for the Cobra because the Cobra was not the guy, the Cobra was not involved. Then. No! No, 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 no. Consultant for Casper. No, the story literally tells you. Yes, no, they both were, they both were. The Cobra was old. The Cobra took advantage of the Viking. But then he still works for him, even though he seems upset by that. But because he feels that he has no choice. I'm just going through this since to make sure. Am I missing some important clue? Very confused on how. I guess maybe a lot of the details were for future cases. The case of the sunburned Nazi. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. What is that? Oh, that's a head. I see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call the live now. But that was fun though. Just spent a lot of time on case 4. Holy damn. But yeah, that was fun. I'm still confused about the general sequence of things. I'm gonna, on my off time, I'm gonna look through everything to make sure I'm getting the right story here. Maybe they could just be talking about future cases, but that's a lot of clues for future cases. I kind of don't like that because if they were talking about future cases, I mean, like, to that extent, like, there's so many clues pointing toward the future to that extent. Because here, the fun thing about this is that I did not know these two people will be relevant in future case. Nor him, even. He might not be relevant still, but I'm assuming he is. Until, you know, and then these things as well. But I don't know what this is, and yeah, but obviously this did not mean anything in Marathon Man when we're looking at it. So it's like a rushing mystery thing. But I think it's small portion enough, and it looks like puzzle already, that I kind of like, I'm okay with it. But here there's a lot of details and a lot of story that I'm kind of just confused on this, how it exactly happened. Childhood friend was Arnold Stormer, yep. No, yeah, later became the Cobra. Okay, so he still works for him. Right. Remember from the one I mentioned. You mentioned David and Patrice. Does he go by Patrice or something? Sending guess my way this evening. But we know that it was, from the hint at least, we know it was... Yeah, it was personally the Cobra who interrogated him. Who interrogated David. David with the E. Also, right. Hold on. Still confused on how his handedness mattered here. This does not look like it does. Is it the same guy? Don't think it doesn't look like it. No glasses either. Okay, I'm going to call it live now. I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly, how exactly handedness matters, I guess, and also why everything else. But that was fun. Thank you to anyone watching. Thank you to, if there's any VOD watcher, appreciate you. And I guess I'll see you later.